And first things first, before I get into the video, I gotta rock the Georgia gear, because as I'm filming this, by the time this comes out, graduation will have happened at the University of Georgia, and I'm proud of everybody that has attended and is attending, all the graduates. I'm so proud of class of 23. I am personally class of 20, and I got to celebrate it in 2021 because of lockdown, but I will always represent, and I love you guys. But with that being said, let's get back into the video.
I think I'm good on my own, 'cause I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. 'Cause I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good, I'm good.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, it is your girl Ashley. And in today's video, we are going to talk about why I have hip problems. And if you've been following my page for a while, you'll see me put in the captions that I'll put, oh, my hip is getting better, oh, my left side is bad, bear with me, don't judge me, because I know my form's a little bit off. Well, today's video is going to talk about why that is. Before we get to the video, I need you to like the video. I need you to leave me a comment, because I want to know what you guys want to see, or if you like these videos. Also, I need you to turn on your post notifications so you know when I post the video. Also, subscribe, share, send it to the world. My dream is to be a YouTuber and an influencer, and I'm trying this thing out, and I can't make it without you guys. And I'm so grateful for the little fans I do have. But let's get into this video. As you read by the title, yes, I am an accident survivor. Yeah. So I'm uploading this on May 13th, and May 13th is the 1-year anniversary of my car accident that happened last year. So this is a story time on why I have hip problems and what happened in my car accident and this, that, and third. So on May 13th was the day my accident happened. I had just started at Crumble Cookie for the first, that was my first and last day at Crumble, was the day of my accident. So I had got up really early, and they hadn't opened yet. They were a new store and they were training everybody. So I went to go train at the store. I was still working at Chili's, but Chili's was irritating me when it came to hours because you don't make enough on to go. So I remember I went to Crumble. I worked a little shift in the morning to learn everything. I took some cookies over to Chili's to my coworkers because I was gonna try to work 2 jobs. But anyway, so then I went to go pick up my friend, and I had to pick them up from work because May 13th, 2022 was the day of graduation for UGA class of 2022. And so I had a lot of coworkers that worked at Chili's that I was going to go and celebrate and go to the graduation to support them. So I had a friend that was gonna come with me, but after working all day and this, that, and the third, I kind of was just not feeling doing the whole shenanigan. I just wanted to see the fireworks show and go sit at the graduation. That was it. I ain't really feel like going out downtown like I was originally, but that's besides the point. So I had to go pick up my friend from work, and when I got there, they were running a little bit late, so I took a nap in the car. And when they came out, I took them home. So I usually, if you know me, you know the area I stay in, I usually get on the loop to take my friend home. But I was like, you know, I'm probably gonna go home and end up going to sleep, so I'm gonna take the way that's a little bit longer, so that way I can spend a little bit more time with my friend before I drop them off. So we're going down the back way to their apartment, and the speed limit is 35, and I'm just going down the street cruising, listening to X for a Reason. And we're just jamming out, and this is when I had my very first car. I miss Ocean so much. Ocean was a blue Chevrolet Sonic, and I loved her so much. And so I was riding in Ocean, but I had a fender bender back in October 2021, and it made my horn stop working. So if your horn doesn't work, go get it fixed, please. So yeah, my horn wasn't working, and so mind you, I've been driving this car for like a year or two now, and I take this road all the time. It's not like it's my first time going down this road. So we're going down the road, and then it's a two-way. So I'm coming this way down the right side, and then they're coming the left side back at me. And the speed, like I said, the speed limit is 35, and then I'm just driving, and the next thing you know, I see a car. Like it's like a slight curve, but then they got into a straight shot. But I see a car starting to come into my lane. Mind you, I don't have a horn, but I'm like, okay, she's just gonna move out the way. No, this little girl, she was driving, and she went into my lane, and she was going 55 miles per hour, and I'm not sure exactly what happened on her end. All I know is that I was just driving straight, and the next thing you know, literally, it was just, it happened so fast. And so I remember I was sitting there, and people that know me know I do not like blood. I don't like gory stuff, but I like to do Halloween makeup because I know it's fake, but if it's real blood, it freaks me out. And so I don't know what happened. All I know is when we got hit, I felt, I guess it was the adrenaline, everything was okay. But I was more mad because my car, I was like, dang, I'm gonna miss my car, because that was my first car. I didn't have any co-signers. That was all me and my first baby. I loved her so much, and I was just devastated that my car was totaled. And then I looked to my right in my passenger where my friend is sitting, and they have blood all over their face, and I don't handle that very well. So I am at this point, I want to get out. I want to get out of the car, because it happened. So we're going down two-way, and then boom, get hit, and we spun around, and I'm hanging off like in a ditch. Like I was very close to going into some trees, but God like stopped my car because we hit the sign that tells you how fast you're going. My car ran into that and knocked it off the ground, but that stopped my car from keeping going. And so the impact of the car, and then when we hit that, all I know is that my friend's face was really bloody, and they started like crying and freaking out because like what's happening. And then other drivers on the road started to pull over to come check on us and everything. And once I noticed that their face was covered in blood, like I just physically couldn't look at them anymore because I was gonna freak out. And so all I hear is the people opening the passenger door and saying, no, don't move your legs, the white meat is showing, like this, that, and the third. Like, I don't know if it's broken. And I'm just like, what's broken? What's sticking out? Like blood. Mind you, I feel perfectly fine. So about sitting there about 5-10 minutes, the firefighters and the ambulance people come up. And so once I noticed all this going on with my friend, I wanted to get out immediately. I wanted to get out of the car so bad. I literally was trying to open the door, but no, my door was jammed shut, and I had to wait for the firefighters to get the jaws of life to cut me out. And so, mind you, I'm sitting there in a car that's smoking, and now you're cutting metal this close to my face, and then on this side of my face is a face covered in straight blood. And so I'm just like, I gotta get out. And then they finally get my friend out and get them to the ambulance. The other people that hit us into an ambulance. So by the time they cut my door open, the sky decided it wanted to just break, and it started pouring down rain. And so I was just sitting there trying to get out the car, and then once they finally got my car, the jaws of life, they finally got the door cut open, they were like, oh, do you need to go to the ambulance? Like, are you okay? Like, do you want to go to the ambulance with your friend, or do you want to sit here for another 10 and wait on a whole another ambulance? Mind you, traffic is stopped because it's a two-way street and it's a very popular road. So I was gonna have to sit there for at least another 10, 15, 20 minutes to wait on another ambulance. And I was like, oh no, I'm gonna try to make it to the ambulance with my friend so we can just ride together. So mind you, I don't want to wait on a whole nother ambulance because I'm sitting in the car and the fumes of the burning metal, them cutting the door, and then the engine burning. Like, to this day, the smell of burning metal, it's like a trigger. Like, I just don't like it. Like, I don't freak out or nothing. It just makes me like a little uncomfortable, uneasy. I want to get away from it. And so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the ambulance with my friend. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, phone, keys, wallet. I'm like, okay, everything. See that? Cause I thought I was fine. So I was like, oh, let me make sure I have everything: my phone, my keys, my wallet. Cause I'm thinking, okay, my car's total, but I'm about to go to the house after the check. No, I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm trying to lift my leg out of the door, like to get out. You know how you lift your leg? Just get out the car. It wouldn't move. And I was told I thought maybe because the car hit and everything was closer in, maybe I just didn't have enough space to get out. But I was just like, I can't pick it up. So I was like, excuse me, sir, talking to the firefighter, can you please lift my leg up for me and put it outside of the car? He helped me. And mind you, I still think I'm perfectly fine until I have to stand up and walk out of a ditch. I took that first step and I almost fainted at the pain. It was so bad. It took 3 grown, fully dressed firemen to walk me to this ambulance because I had no idea that my hip was fractured. So I ride in the ambulance and I get to the hospital and I'm sitting there and I'm like, mind you, I still don't know what's going on. Like, I'm just, like, the adrenaline's starting to go down, so now I'm starting to feel pain. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, can I please have some water? Can I please have some water? Can I please have some water? I just want some water. They were like, no, we can't give you anything until we get the scans and make sure nothing's wrong, make sure you don't have any concussions, make sure nothing internal is messed up. And I'm sitting here in the hospital bed. Mind you, they put this on me in the ambulance. So I'm still sitting in the hospital bed with this godforsaken neck brace because they don't know if anything in my neck is broken, and I hate it. I hate it so much. So I'm sitting here and I'm just hurting. And I don't know what's going on. So then they have to take me to the scan room. And I was like, okay, I have pains in both of my wrists because I gripped the steering wheel so hard, and the inertia, like, I hit both of my wrists, I guess kind of like a whiplash thing. So both of my wrists were hurting, and then my hip was hurt. Both of my hips were hurting. The seatbelt had cut into both of my hips. So if you see in my bathing suit video that I just posted on Instagram, you can see in one of them like a mark at my upper hip area. That's the side that was fractured. That scar is bigger than the other side. The other one's very light. But yeah, so I had scars on both of my hips because I was bleeding, and it wasn't like deep enough to need stitches. So they like super glued my cuts, and I'm sitting here with this just sitting here in this neck brace waiting for like an hour, maybe more. I don't remember. I just lost track of time. And so I'm sitting here and I'm hearing people scream, and apparently it was the passenger from the person that hit us. And the girl that hit us, she ended up having to be in an induced coma. Like, she didn't have her seatbelt on. I think she was trying to reach her phone that she dropped or something, but I'm not 100% sure. Like I said earlier, I don't know exactly what happened on her end. All I know is I heard screaming, and I don't know if it was her or the other her passenger. And I just know from following on social media that the person that was driving had to be flown to Atlanta in an induced coma, broke her femur, and a whole bunch of stuff. I believe she's okay now. I haven't checked in a while. And pause for a second. If the young lady that caused the accident, if you ever see this video, I am not upset with you, sweetheart. I know that you missed your graduation when this happened because you were supposed to graduate high school the week after our accident and we were all hospitalized. I'm not upset with you, sweetheart. And if you reach out to me, I have a graduation gift that I want to get to you. So if y'all can help me reach the girl that caused the accident, let me know, because I don't have any hard feelings or animosity towards her. But anyways, back to the story. In the hospital, I hear people screaming, and I think it's like they're adjusting because I don't know the injuries of her passenger. And so I'm waiting on my results, and then the doctor comes and tells me, oh, you have a pelvic fracture, but it wasn't broken enough where I needed surgery, thank God. Where I needed surgery, but I was going to be out of work for a few months because I had to be on a walker. So I ended up staying in the hospital for like, I want to say 4 days. And then I couldn't go back home because I lived by myself and my apartment had stairs. And I couldn't walk up and down the stairs fresh out of the hospital on a walker by myself. So yeah, so I had my aunt and uncle took me in, and I am extremely grateful. Extremely grateful. Like, to this day, if y'all need anything, if y'all see this too, my aunt and uncle that's cooked me in, if y'all see this video, message me, because I'm still grateful and I want to repay the generosity that y'all gave me, because y'all didn't have to do that. I'm extremely grateful. And so they took me in, and I stayed there for like, was it like 2 weeks? 2-3 weeks? I stayed there. I remember, I want to say it was like 3 weeks, because I remember my doctor's appointment for the checkup was in June. So I remember staying at my family's house. I had a few visitors, like my best friend came to see me, my sister, and a few other family members, and like people just come check on me, which I appreciate. And so I stayed there for a little bit, and then I was walking on a walker at first, and then I transitioned over to walking on crutches, because I don't like to be down. I know I need to be like relaxing and chilling. I don't like to do that. I like to be able to go to work, be able to make money. I don't like people having to take care of me, because it makes me feel dependent upon people, and I don't like that feeling. So I would sit in the recliner because it hurt too bad for me to lay flat down on a bed, because it like stretched the fracture. So I would sit in a recliner because it would have me sitting, kind of like sitting in it like I was in the car sitting, and that way it didn't hurt that bad. So I would just lay back and sleep in the recliner. And I did that for like a week and a half before I finally decided to start laying in a bed. So I was laying there like that for a few weeks, and then I went to my doctor's. Like, while I was there in the recliner, some of the days I would like move my foot, because I couldn't move the left side of my leg. I couldn't lift it at all. Like, I could move like my foot and ankle. I could move my foot and ankle around, but I couldn't like lift my leg up at all because it hurt too bad, or like I don't know what wasn't connecting, but it's like my brain telling me to pick up my leg, but I couldn't pick up my leg. So I had to deal with that for a while. And then I had a doctor's appointment in June, and I was on crutches at this point. I could get up by myself. I could finally go to the bathroom by myself without help in the shower. I could go fix me something to eat walking on crutches. And I was like, okay, cool. So I asked the doctor, I was like, okay, is it cool if I can go home? So they gave me the clearance to go home. I'm still out of work. This is about a month later. And then I was still on crutches. So when I went, I was fine. The pain level from when the accident was at like a 2,000. And then by the time I went to the doctor's appointment, my pain was at like a 7, 8. So I was like, okay, it's bearable. And I was just on crutches walking around fine. But when I got off of that x-ray table, let me tell you, boy, I had to be back on my walker when I got to the house. It hurt so bad. I was just in pain for a couple of days. It finally subsided and went down, and then I was on crutches. But honestly, once once the doctor cleared me to go back home, time kind of flew by a little bit faster. So I was still in my apartment. I had friends that would come over and see me and hang out. And I got off. I would go to the pool when it opened because the water aerobics was like weightless, but it felt great to move around my hip to make it stronger. And so then July came and I went to, it was either July or August that I went to the doctor, and they said that I can get off of my crutches. And I was extremely grateful for that. So basically, long story short, I was in a car accident last year, and it's not, my hip is not at 100% strength level that it used to be. So if I do a certain workout position, or like lunges killed me for a long time because they hurt my hip. Not because they're hard to do, it's just because it hurt, because it's stretching that area. And so lunges hurt if I do certain stretches laying down that stretch out my leg. So like if you're ever watching a workout video and it looks like I'm kind of half-assing something on the left side of my body, it's not because I'm not trying, it's because this side of my body is not as strong in my legs than I am on this side, because I couldn't walk or use this side of my body for like 2 months because I couldn't put weight on it due to doctor's notes and things like that. So this side's stronger because I put all my weight on here. So I'm building this side up, and yeah. So whenever you see me make posts about why my hip is bad or I'm having hip issues, people are asking me like, why? Is it because you're getting older? Just that third? No, it is because I was in a car accident on May 13th, 2022, and it fractured my hip, and it still bothers me to this day. But yeah, so that's basically my accident story time and what happened. And I really meant what I said when if y'all reach out to this little girl. But yeah, so basically I just been trying to build my strength up from that, because going through that along with going with all the other things that I told you about in my previous story times all at the same time was a bit rough. But I'm grateful to be where I am today. I'm grateful to be able to walk again. I'm grateful to be able to drive. I'm grateful to have 2 whole other cars since then. I'm just grateful for all of that, honestly, because I could not be here and alive without God. Because if you look at my car and you see where it's hit, it looks like I should not be here right now, because when I got to the hospital, the doctor told me if I was not wearing my seatbelt, I would have gone head first through my windshield and been dead. So wear your seatbelt. Bump, click it, or ticket. It's click it or risk it, and I'm talking about your life. So please wear your seatbelts. Drive safe out there, you guys. And if you've also been in a car accident and you have a story or anything, comment down below. Let me know how y'all are handling the aftermath. Like, do y'all have trauma? Do things trigger you? Because my triggers are the smell of burnt metal. And that's about it. Like, I drive down that road still today, like to this day, no problem. It doesn't bother me because my job is over there. Like, it's cool. But yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and let me know if y'all want more videos, more story times. And also I have a bathing suit haul from Fashion Nova coming very soon. Comment a pink heart down below if you're excited for the bathing suit try-on haul, because I am. So, but thank you guys so much for tuning in to my story. Sorry this one isn't as like exciting. It's more of a pain and suffering story, but we're here, we're happy, we're no longer suffering. I have slight pain sometimes, but it's nothing that's not tolerable. But yeah, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. I love y'all so much. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on bell notifications, share it to your friends. Let me know what y'all want to see. Okay? I love you guys.